you're going to feel a bolus of that stuff. And take this out, you're going to see like a little bump there of the product, just like that.
A lot better, a lot better.
She's going to, with a little needle stick, she's going to, in several areas, she's going to fill that undercircle, essentially make the top of your hand feel like it's asleep. Aside from just having age spots or deterioration of the skin, there's also a thinning of the skin, and with that thinning of the skin, one can see more of the tendons, one can see more of the bony structures, and there's also wasting of the muscles in between the bones.
It's amazing how it just
Fills
feels.
right in.
I tried what I was going to say, so that would be right.
The filler is made of calcium oxalate microspheres, which is naturally occurring in our own body. So as I inject it into the hands, we inject it in between the tendons, and it stimulates collagen. Over time, in 4 to 6 weeks, the natural tissue will fill in on its own as well, and we thicken that skin. The appearance of the hands will be rejuvenated, and it will last for about a year to 14 months.
Incredible. It is just looking at the difference between what I have now in my right hand. It's just brilliant the way that it's turned out, that I have my right hand. That is amazing. I mean, yeah. Once they put the numbing cream on, I didn't feel hardly anything. There was just a tiny little pinprick, but it was very, very minor. And even the fluid being injected in, I didn't feel that. And then the massaging, when Casey massaged it, it was actually didn't hurt either. And the result afterwards is absolutely amazing. It's the difference between having a hand which looks very skeletal to having something which looks as though I had back in my 20s.
Good. Look, I have a youthful thumb.
It's just the hottest thing because in the face. When you place Radius in the hands, it literally plumps them up, hides the veins, hides the tendons, and that's what patients are telling me. Their hands look younger. We usually combine Radius treatments with laser. Laser, like the IPL, or more recent version of that, the AFT, the Advanced Fluorescence Technology, to reduce the brown spots on the skin. And that's one further thing that you can do to reduce the apparent age of the hands. So when we're so amazing at rejuvenating faces and leaving literally no trace behind, now we can do the same for hands. Here we go, a little pinch, here we go, I'm sorry.
Definitely a more youthful hand.
This does snap a little bit, kind of like a rubber band. She's being very stoic.
I did it because I'm in the fashion industry and I work with a lot of young people. At this point in my life, I felt I needed a little uplifting in my hands as well as other places. And basically that is why I did it. I work with my hands, I'm looking at fabrics, people are looking at me draping items, and I just felt it was the best thing to do.
$52 million women are interested in going beyond the beauty counter to get the results they want for their body, face, and smile. And that's an amazing number when you think about it, and that's something that we see in our trends at Real Self. So we've seen a 70% increase in our traffic to our website, which is over 8 million consumers a month. And those are people who are really spending a lot of time digging in and trying to understand what are all their available options.
And you see the tendons, and you really can see the space between the bones. And then there's hollowness between each of her digits. You don't see those tendons coming across. I'll go back to the last photo. Things like hand infections can get very serious very quickly. Plastic surgeons, a lot of people forget, are also hand surgeons. As part of the training in plastic surgery, every plastic surgeon as a resident learns to be highly competent and efficient at doing hand surgery. So I think members, for instance, of the American Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery are in a unique position because they have both the aesthetic sensibilities and they also have the background in hand surgery.